Welcome back. 3-2 last night. I'll take it. Appreciate you rolling with us, as always. 5 more bets. We're going to start the clock in 5 minutes. Not in 5 minutes, but we'll get the 5 bets in 5 minutes. You, of course, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. I can't tell right now if that's just my lip or if there's actually something from lunch that's still stuck here. So this is going to drive me crazy throughout the entire video. I won't look at myself. I'll do it with my eyes closed. I don't give a shit. 3-2. Xavier Tillman, I think, died on the floor last night. I don't know what the hell that was all about. But nonetheless, we're back, and we're going to do it all again for you. Bet365 is above me. 21 or older gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And, of course, I've got some stuff for you at the Odd Shopper Premium tool. But as I look, okay, we're good to go. I'm getting the green light. Start the clock. Here we go. I love this first bet, like I loved last night's first bet, which hit, of course, with Toronto going down. In this case, it's just more of the same. Give me more of the same, please, immediately. Like, what are we doing here? Why are we wasting our time here? The Philadelphia 76ers, 1.5 points north of that key number, but only key in close games. Toronto, again, for the second time in 6 games, now facing their former head coach. Yet, unlike at home, where at least there's a little bit of behind you, like, okay, let's go. It's emotional, but this is our place. You're now going into Nick Nurse's new home. And I'm sorry, but I don't buy that the Toronto Raptors are doing anything more than just preparing for the slaughter. Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, you've got no more James Harden. Kelly Oubre can just thrive out there. I think we're in fine shape to open things up with what I would say believed to be the best bet of the night. And look, the other part of this is that you start to look at, as we look into the second game, a team that has either taken advantage of some mismatch or just been playing a little bit above, and now they're getting shorted because here come the Orlando Magic, who have just been fantastic. And I get it, but both sides have been bet up, depending on where you look. Odd Shopper, it's free to just check odds. I don't understand why you wouldn't do it. Anyway, the play here, of course, is, as I alluded to, Orlando, so it's going to be the Utah Jazz plus 1.5. I think a lot of this is pretty clear, where Utah just getting shorted that 1.5. I think the money line play is fine if you want to lay less, but crazy things happen. They should be 2 tight games, defensive minded between these two teams. And I'm just going to jump in here with a 1.5 at home, knowing that Orlando is getting beefed up a little bit because of their hot start. We move on. Next play here for me, for you, for everybody. We're going to stay actually in that game. You want to talk about being shorted here. How about a rough start to the year for one Paolo Banchero? And again, this thing is just, Paolo Banchero. I got to talk like an NFL coach, like Paolo Banchero. If you look at where he's been, especially from last year's splits, it has been a giant disappointment. He's not taken this significant step back. It's just the productivity he has. So what better chance than on the road against the Utah Jazz, where his point total is deflated just a little bit, to bump this up to an alt number at 20 plus. So now we go Banchero 20 plus points at plus 175. It's about to get a little crazy in here. I want you to let you know this. We're about to ramp up just a little bit. But that is play 3, Paolo Banchero, 20 plus points. We move on, which is technically back to that Raptors-Sixers game. Now, Kelly Oubre, 18 points in the first game against the Raptors, coming off the bench. Things have since subsided a little bit without James Harden. But from even a bench minutes, meaning there are plenty of guys who can start and then transfer into these bench minutes because that's just kind of their limited ceiling, if you will, in the rotation. I don't think it's limited so much for Oubre. It's just where he benefits the most. This is a guy who is going to take a lot of shots. Love the fact that we can get to Oubre here. Let's do it. Sorry, you saw me for a second, but just to transition you back to Oubre at 3 plus, made threes at plus 220. Clock is ticking. I got about 15 seconds left in this one. I don't really think I need it. Maybe that's a reminder. Hit me with the comments below what you love, what you hate. Man, no way the Utah Jazz winning that one. Some of y'all had the right stuff the other night there with Minnesota beating Denver. I get it. I got it. But in this case, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all of that great stuff. Last play on the board for you. Herb Jones has hit a 3 in 9 of his last 10 games. He has hit a 3 in 9 of his last 10. This man, dating back to last year, is a bucket, at least one bucket from 3. Can he get you more? Well, that's the big question, Jimmy. And when you're getting a guy who has knocked down half of this in 9 of his last 10, it's not to say that Herb's not going to get any looks. It's not to say that Herb Jones is going to be frozen out of the offense as soon as he knocks down 1. 2 threes is 3-1 tonight. I think that's absolutely a number worth playing. You may disagree. That's fine. In the final 10 seconds or so, I'll remind you once again. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Comment, please. Comment below. We finished early. I love when that happens, don't you? Here's your parlay from Odd Shopper. Already told you about Bet365, right? Oh, okay. I didn't. That's fine. First leg of this 17-42 smash is the Hurricane Rangers over 1.5. But as I mentioned, look, Bet365. Again, you bet 5, get 150 back, or just put all 5 of those bets in some sort of same game parlay plus up to $1,000 in bonus bets. It's so simple. It's so easy. That's all. Now, here's the parlay from Odd Shopper. We'll get you in and we'll get you out. Hurricanes Rangers over 1.5 first period total. Gregor, shots on goal. Toronto, Boston. Kenny Pickett over 20.5 total pass completions. And Jason Carlson, John Carlson under 2.5 shots on goal. There you have it, folks. It's pretty easy. Go ahead, freeze, put back, pause, all of that. That's the Odd Shopper parlay. You can check out all our tools. Sign up if you'd like to. That would be fantastic. 3-2 last night. Let's see what we can do tonight.